Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week. And off we go from Jacksonville. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Going to the air right away, Lawrence. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Anthony Barr coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down. It's a loss of 5. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence. And the catch made by his tight end, Luke Farrell. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. 30, 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And it's now a 7-0 game. Well, for a tight end, he can definitely motor. He shows off the reels there after the catch as he's able to shake free.
Yeah, normally when you talk about tight ends, you immediately begin talking about them rumbling down the field. But to me, he was pretty well gliding downfield there. Very athletic for a big man, and he takes this one all the way to pay dirt.
And on the next-gen stats, CD, we see he traveled better than 50 yards after the catch. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
It's Everson Griffin who made the tackle. The Cowboys at 7-6, a game over 500 on the year. And they come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
I have to admit I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football.
Job defensively, getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes, and when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Anthony Barr, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got to the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. After one, 7-0 on EA. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football. 2nd and 12. On 2nd and 12, Lawrence. Pass incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The final 4 weeks of the NFL season are upon us, and we've got some intriguing matchups in prime time. Tonight, Patriots and Raiders, that's in Vegas. Josh McDaniels taking on his former employer there. And then Monday Night Football, the Rams and Packers from what should be a frosty Lambeau Field at 8:15 Eastern Time, 7:15 locally there in Green Bay. Meanwhile, Dak's throw there into the hands of Ross. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to again amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
Now Prescott on 4th down. Got a man open, it's Ross. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did.
Holding offense.
So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Here we go.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Tremendous field position there at a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now Lawrence. And it's a fumble. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
34 yards to gain that time, another first down. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, second down.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Prescott now. He's got it complete to Tolbert. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
But whenever you call and run the hitch route, a lot of times that ball's got to be in the air before the receiver even turns around. That's the result of throwing it so many times in practice. Is really a timing route. Make sure that ball's out of your hands, and oftentimes the receiver turns around, and there's the ball. Nice completion there.
Prescott looks to throw on first. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have got it back to within a score. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. On play action, Lawrence toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Lawrence. Screen play. Here's Etienne. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. Etienne bringing in another one. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And that's complete TTN out of the backfield. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 38-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. So we've hit halftime. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. This fielded right at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went in at the half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going? Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. Well, it certainly appears that the big guys up front have taken charge of the line of scrimmage. 2 really nice plays back-to-back. But on the defensive side of the ball, there shouldn't be any despair. Okay, they've got us a couple of times here. Hang in there, keep your composure, and try and figure it out for the next play.
That's a heck of an effort from Josh Allen, getting in there defensively.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
He'll try to throw now. Prescott. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jags are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
They were well aware of the scoreboard as they went into halftime, and they know how tough it's been to put up any kind of points. But if there's a positive after that play, is that they were able to take a shot at the end zone on their opening drive of this half. The negative, though, that shot at 6 ended in an interception, and we know that's not going to jumpstart this struggling offense.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Jaguars. Marvin Jones, 6. As his guys are able to extend their lead. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, this is one of the best runs you'll see. A lot of times on these long touchdowns, You'll say he gets into the end zone untouched, but not here. He fought his way through contact, and it barely even registered, and he just continued down the field all the way to the end zone.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Just what they need, electric brigade, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 35. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 79 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play. Back now in Jacksonville. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. On 2nd down, Elliott. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Prescott to throw it. This is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jake Ferguson with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cowboys have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. And the Jacksonville offense on their way out again as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And for the moment, they're sitting pretty in possession of that number 2 seed. But as we know it often happens, this is all still subject to change.
You're so right about that. But even though the math isn't there yet, I think it's going to take new math for them not to make the playoffs. They're almost certainly going to be in the tournament and certainly going to be a dangerous team if you have to play against them.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lawrence. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Way to go.
On 1st down, Lawrence. Open man right side is Ingram. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
These guys are running offense that you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Lawrence going to throw again. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Anthony Barr able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Caught by Jones. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 34-yard line. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Lawrence. He'll find ETN out of the backfield. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, this defense, Charles, we know how good they are, but they've been beat a couple of times in this game. However, they got the latest laugh.
And how about the way they hung in there? Because you're exactly right. They're not used to being dented as they've been so far in this game. But what they just did there with that pick 6, that's the equivalent of what was happening to them. They're throwing touchdown passes against them. Okay, we'll take one back against you.
And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. So here now, Lawrence and the Jaguars. Down 21-17, 2:16 to play. Plenty of time here. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Throwing again on 2nd down. Lawrence able to find Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Here's Lawrence. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Throwing now, Lawrence. He'll find Jones again, complete. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their 1st timeout. as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Back to throw, Lawrence. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Lawrence. They'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 17-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Back to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
He'll look to throw. And able to find Kirk complete. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And a repair, barring some late heroics. They're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From the 6. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch. And it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball.